Welcome everybody to the DHC Sports Show. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad Hat. With me, I got Mr. Prospector, the mayor, and Mr. Influencer himself. Welcome everybody. Hello, gentlemen. How are we living today?
Living large.
Yeah,
Aren't we all?
Can't complain. How are you?
You say living large, and you're like living large. All right, boys and girls, this show is brought to you by Old Ford Baseball Company. Just wanted to make sure that you guys know that, just want to, these guys, listen, Logan, my man, he's killing it. All right. Hats, hoodies. There is a support women in baseball t-shirt that he put out there. That thing's legit. So I might have to get that t-shirt just because it's super nice. And I saw it and I'm like, ooh, I need that. So for those of you that are fans of the show, obviously you guys already know. If you go on Old Ford Baseball Company, oldford.co, you, my friend, will get a discount. All right. If you use code Dad Hat, you get 15% off your full purchase. That's right. Remember we used to make fun of the whole time?
Brett.
Yeah, that's right, Brett. This one's for you. 15% off, buddy.
Wait, he gets
wherever you're at. I don't know if he has or he doesn't. So, we're just making sure that he knows. So make sure you guys go out there. And then also the sticker club, which is really nice. I do have new stickers, so I have a plan for the stickers I've gotten so far. I have a cooler, and I'm going to use the top for my windscreen for on my roof rack that I am going to just fill it up with stickers, and I'm just going to put on there. So there you go, guys. Use code DHC, and you'll get it for 50% off your full purchase. So there you go. All right, and on to the USPBL. That's right, USPBL. If you use code CBM25, you'll get full 25% off your full purchase. Great hat. All right. Great league up in Michigan. So make sure you get it. The unicorns are I don't know where the hell that came from. You should get 25% off of your full purchase. The unicorns, the mammoths, the hoppers, and then the beavers. So there it is. Go ahead.
Two questions. I'm just so I'm clear. Can city council people from like Topeka, Kansas use that as well?
Possibly, maybe. We don't know.
What about esteemed town council members from South Carolina?
The great thing about this is everybody hello, Elias. Yes, anybody and everybody can do it. So
that's great to know.
Yeah, you know what? We don't discriminate in this show, okay, buddy? We do not.
We're not like Delta revoking privileges of government officials. So.
Well, they deserve it.
But they deserve the discounts we offer.
Our fans get to have this discount. You get one and you get one. That's right, Joe. Everybody gets one. So, all right,
like
guys,
on Oprah.
All right, let's go around the room and let's talk about the hats that we are wearing tonight. And if you're drinking anything other than water, please let me know what you are drinking. Same to the chat room. And I will start with Mr. Eric Profit, Mr. Influencer. What are you wearing today, my friend?
Today it's the Wichita Wind Surge. It's the first hat I ever got when they announced the team. When they unveiled the team name, logos, everything like that, they had some merch, and this is the hat I got. It is opening night on Thursday, so I will be there for the home opener, but I got the Wichita Wind Surge today.
That's pretty cool. All right, and right next to you, Mr. Mayor himself, what you got going on, my friend?
Well, I am wearing last year's spring training Yankees hat, the pinstripe version with the 25 Florida's 25 spring training patch on it. And I am drinking Diet Coke tonight. I just needed a little carbonation, so went with the Diet Coke, one of Rhonda's favorites.
I like it.
Rhonda's got a shirt she wears, it like one of her sleep shirts that says "I heart Diet Coke." I got to find a T-shirt that just says Diet Coke, so I can wear it.
I don't do that diet stuff. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that around here. Okay.
Yeah. Diet. You just go full blown, huh?
Oh, 110%.
Well,
Yeah,
this is the same guy that drinks IPA. So what do you expect?
It's true story. What's up, Mike? Hello, watching from the Clippers game. All right, the Columbus Clippers.
And real quick, I wanted to ask Joe, Joe in the chat, throw out there what you think of that new Welland Jackfish jersey that they threw out there, the Canada version, if you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, we'll show it to you later.
There you go. All right. And let's go ahead and talk about Mr. Zach Beeson. Look at that. Patrick, making me miss living in eastern Idaho and nights of, was it Melaleuca?
I'm probably going to mispronounce this, but Melaleuca Field, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Melaleuca Field. So there you go. Sorry if I butchered it. Didn't see it. Google time. That's right. So speaking of Idaho, go ahead, my friend. What you got going on today?
Well, hey guys, good to be with you tonight as always, and big shout out to the chat. Thanks for joining us. We got 33 in here right now, so big shout out to all of you. Tonight I am wearing, as Zach referenced, the Idaho Falls Chuckers. So this is the batting practice hat, or a former batting practice hat. They obviously were at one point an affiliated minor league team. And now they are, of course, as you all well know, part of the Pioneer League. So no longer part of the affiliated minor league baseball, but it's a very comfortable hat, and I love this Chuckers logo. And then tonight I am drinking some Gatorade Frost, the Riptide Rush, and I wanted to give a quick shout out for two of my guys on here, Mr. Chris Bubich.
That's hilarious.
What's up, Mr. Chris Bubich? And
got
also,
his first win of the season this week.
Yeah, he did. He mowed down some Minnesota Twins. Sorry, Eric Lichtenberg. But happy for you, Eric Prophet, because Chris Bubich is him. And for my guy, Mr. Dad Hat, Mr. Ed Rivera, good Christmas, baby.
Oh, I miss Big
Christmas.
I miss him in Cleveland.
I miss him too. So, anyways,
he is having fun over there.
Big shout out, because big shout out to Chris Bubich for being absolutely dominant against the Twins. And big Christmas. Find your next team, my guy. Well, actually, I guess you already have it with Norfolk, right? So, can't wait to see you.
Yeah, he's in AAA right now.
Yeah, can't wait to see you up in Baltimore. So.
I hope he makes it back. And hello, everybody in the chat room. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm wearing my CLE New Era CLE hat. I bought this last year. Is one of my absolute favorite. It's so comfortable.
I remember when you got that.
I remember that. So it comes with a pin. I still have the pin. It is right there. I see it from there. And then I am drinking some of my Puerto Rican medalla. So. Or how Donnie would say it, medalla. So there it is. Yo, what's up? I hope you're enjoying your day or your night, whatever it's for you. For me, it's midnight. So I am going to bed now, but like the stream, so I will hopefully be able to watch your stream at any time. Feel free to join us at any time. We are here on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. So join us whenever you guys want to. The good thing is, if you hit the subscribe button, you can always watch it and when after we're done, because it's always recorded. So there you go, guys. Yep. Love it. Thank you a lot of people for you for joining us. Nice, Eric. Appreciate that. That was funny. That's good. It's good. Appreciate you. All right, boys and girls. So I want to start tonight with a conversation a question that I posted on social media. So on social media, I posted today was, if you were to guess, and I want you guys to give me your answer as well. If you were to guess out of, and I didn't put any time like major sport, like, right. So, but if you were to guess which youth sport is the most expensive to play, which sport would it be? I got some really good answers. I got well over 50 answers. The vast majority of people said it was hockey. So if you were to play like the major sports, or hockey, baseball, football, lacrosse, soccer, or even flag football, guys, you were correct. It is hockey. Hockey is number one out of those sports. Now, I'm not counting the equestrian. I'm not counting skiing or downhill skiing or figure skating or anything like that. Those are extremely expensive. So I'm not discounting those. I'm just saying out of the major sports here in the US. Also, I did get an interesting answer. In Hawaii, the most expensive sport is volleyball. And the reason for that is renting out the facilities. So there you go. So volleyball is one of the most expensive in Hawaii.
And not to be a spoiler, but Donnie, what do the kids in your neighborhood play?
T-ball.
Then that's the most expensive because whatever they play in Donnie's neighborhood, they don't do the cheap stuff.
Yeah, they ain't doing that cheap stuff. Right? Absolutely not.
They're doing the expensive stuff. They're like, if it ain't 10 grand a season, I ain't interested.
So
sorry, I didn't mean to add that on there.
Thanks a lot
right
for
away.
ruining it.
Spoiler.
Sorry.
Remove that.
I was trying to put it on there to show later. I didn't mean for it to pop on the right.
Touch the red button, by the way.
Yeah, he got trigger happy, Eric. He got trigger happy. Okay, so I was having this conversation, and then I asked Eric, because Eric, you are a father of a young man who is very good at baseball and also plays in various travel balls, right? So I asked you what was like the most expensive, like how expensive it is, and you're like, whoo, baby, that's expensive. I also, just so you know, I also asked my sister the same question. She has some interesting answers. So, but I wanted to get your answer, Eric, because I wanted you to have that conversation with you. So now that you're here, talk to me, man. Talk to me about travel baseball.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it depends on who you play for. So the league that my son plays in, they start at 13U and typically have like 2 13U teams, a 14, a couple 14s, a 15, 16, 17, and then like 4 18s. And then they also have a collegiate team. So they're, you can start pretty early. My son didn't start till last year. So he started with the 16U team, and now he's with 17U, and then next year, finish up an 18U. But if you're a position player, and then a lot of those kids will usually pitch as well because they can play. They try to get as many as the kids, because when you go to those tournaments, you can play up to 6 or 7 games, and so you're going to need pitching, and you're not like a affiliated or big league staff or even a college staff that's going to have plenty of pitching. So they're going to have pretty much everybody on the team try to pitch if they can. And that can be upwards of, $3,000 because you got multiple sets of uniforms. You have tournament entry fees. And for like, when I used to coach my son, we would play in like 4 local tournaments, and then just play like they had like a summer regular season schedule. But the summer travel ball team that my son plays for, it's just tournaments every single weekend. And this year they're traveling to Springfield, Missouri. They're playing down in Fort Worth at Texas Christian TCU's ballpark. They're going to Omaha during the College World Series to play a tournament there. They're going out to Nashville, and between all that and just the fees to be able to play on the team and everything, you can easily hit upwards of $3,000 easily.
That's insane.
And that doesn't even necessarily cover. So kind of what they do is they have team hotels, but then if you want to opt out, then that's like an additional $300 to $500 where you can stay wherever you want. And then that's just, you got the hotels, but then you have to figure out how to get out there. So like we're driving out to Springfield, and from there, instead of driving all the way back, because it's 4+ hours, we're just continue on and heading to Nashville since it's the week after. So driving all the way out there. So gas and food and hotels, all those nights and everything. So just alone close to 3,000, but then not, in addition to that, all those, plus not only do you pay all these outrageous fees and stuff, all the tournaments cost to get into. And usually it's like for one night, it's like $8 to $10.
Yeah.
Some tournaments, and that's for one person. So if I have my wife and I and 2 of the other, obviously, my son that plays doesn't have to pay to get in, but the other 2 boys, if they, pay, so you're looking at 30, let's just say 30. to $40 just for one night. Now, sometimes they offer, depends on the tournament, sometimes they offer full weekend passes, but others, like we have tournaments here in town, and they don't offer weekend. And usually if they do, it's like a couple bucks discounted, but they want to be greedy. And they say every single night you have to pay separate to get in. And so then you're paying just alone to get into a tournament close to $100 if you play Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Is this Perfect Pitch?
Well, so
Perfect Game. I'm sorry, Perfect Game.
Yes and no. So there are different tournaments that they play in.
Mm-hmm.
Last year they played in some Perfect Game tournaments. They played in there's a couple others, but yeah, it just kind of depends on who's hosting the tournament. There's the one that's in Nashville is known as like D2.
Mm-hmm.
Omaha might be Perfect Game. I'm trying to think. There's others, so it just kind of depends on which tournament you go to. Yeah. So we've played in pretty much any of those standard type tournaments.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Because I asked the same question to my sister, and she was like, "Well, like it was to play summer. Like, okay, yeah, you pay." She was like, "I pay the $500, but that comes with a uniform and everything, which is not bad." But then she goes, "But that's not the worst part. It's like the worst part is like this kid is growing, so every year I have to get him new cleats, new uniforms, like the gloves, the bats, and everything. And then, like you said, when you're traveling, right, the hotel, the gas, the food." It's like, and how many tournaments you got to go, how long you're there for, your family interest. I'm like, yeah, that's getting a little too steep.
I didn't even think about that, but you're right. So like my son got this year. So it also depends on the tournament, what playing surface. So they have turf where you can't have metal spikes.
Correct.
So he has turf cleats. And then like for high school, some of the fields are dirt. So then he has metal. So he has two different types of cleats for his high school, and this is just his high school team. They offer jersey tops and hats, but then you have to buy the pants. Whereas with the travel ball team, all of the money that you put in towards everything, they get two hats because they have two different uniforms, which comes with the pants, the jerseys, hats for both uniforms, and they have like a BP pullover. So, I mean, they get a couple extra things, but then they have to get their own socks and belt, and they tell them, you have to have this color belt, and you have to have these two color socks, and I want you to go to this team store and buy these so all the socks match and they're not off shades of orange or purple or whatever. And so, yeah, I didn't even think about that while I was saying that whole thing, what you just mentioned. Yeah, we've gotten him brand new cleats this offseason, new baseball pants for his high school team. We just bought 2 pairs of socks for his summer team. Luckily, the belt, the color, it's, since he played for him last year, he has, because it's a purple belt. And it's like, normally we wouldn't have that. But because he played last year, he had a purple belt and he still has it. So he can keep that and doesn't have to get a new one. But last year, they made him get stirrups for one of the uniforms. And
Jesus.
Yeah.
I remember my parents just buying the dye and dyeing white socks the color.
But don't, just wait. I have one that's tiny. He'll be there in the next less than 10 years, 8 years or so. He'll be right there. I don't know.
So when you're done with one, you're about to start again with the other one.
Well, yeah. And Eric, question, depending on the program, don't some of them also require a certain brand? Not even just color and everything else, but like do certain programs require a certain brand? Like if they're
like a Rawlings or East
or like Nike, like Nike belts and Nike socks and all those things.
Thankfully, ours do not. So the brand doesn't matter. They just say
they can kiss my ass for whatever brand they want. I got the brand that I can afford.
Right. For like the high school, they said white pants with a navy piping down the sides. And so I went and found some from Academy. Now, they didn't even have his size in store, so I had to order them and have it shipped to the store, which was fine. It got there in less than a week.
Free shipping, so it's fine.
Yeah, so I was just, because they're like, we'll ship it to you. It'll cost, but you could have it shipped to the store for free. And I live like 10 minutes from there, so I went and just picked it up.
To the store it is.
But even then, the pants were like close to $40.
And you're still paying for gas to get to the store and back.
Yep, 100%. So
my question is, because like this is getting a little bit out of hand, right? Like, I mean, I think, yeah, right. So like, I was just talking about like hockey, you know what I mean? And listen, hockey is a great sport. I love watching hockey and everything, but like, let's be honest, there's only a certain amount of people that can actually afford to play that game, right?
Yeah.
Then you got the football and baseball, right? And so like at that point, like you got to buy the equipment for football, and then you outgrow that one, so you got to buy new gear again the next year. So like, and then you're talking about these perfect games, which, you know, that's what my nephew plays in some of those travel teams. It's like, dude, can we like chill? Like, it's becoming so corporatized that like it's no longer fun to play this. Like, why can't you play multiple sports and like, you know, have the school provide that like it was for us? Right. Yeah. And so yeah, we're not talking about the fact that gas is expensive. It hit $4 over here.
Yeah. And obviously, and Mark, I know for you it's by, I know over in the UK for you it's by the liter, but and Eric, you can speak better to this than I can, but also the way that just everything casually goes up in price by a few dollars every year. I mean, that compounds
casually.
Too. I mean
these mother truckers.
I mean, you know, like they'll say, oh, it's just gone up by $5. But when you look at like the percentage of what something costs, it's like it goes up like 30% or more sometimes. I mean, it's just like, oh, it's only $5. I'm like, but when you look at the percentage of what it costs to have the overall product, that's a huge bump.
When I played from kindergarten through high school, and actually 1 year after, Ed can tell you I played for a summer collegiate team. So
bullshit.
But anyways, my parents basically put me in the most affordable or cheapest leagues out there, local, didn't play like any tournaments really or anything. So I kind of wish I would have had opportunities, but I don't know that travel ball was really much of a thing, or at least it was way different back then. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't have the opportunities like, you know, I'm trying to give my son now. And so like his travel ball team, they do fall showcases at like all the community colleges around the state. And then that way they can kind of help promote them. And they've had a pretty big success rate of getting kids to go to college. Now that may be not necessarily D1 to start, but, you know, local D2, junior colleges or whatever. So at least they're getting some exposure that way, but it's still expensive because then once you're done with summer, then you have another entry fee for fall ball, and that's $750 plus, you know, traveling out 3 hours away and staying at a hotel. So you're hitting well over $1,000 just for fall ball, and that's just a 2-month thing.
Mark, you're hitting on the button today, man. That's the thing, though, and that's what bothers me. It's like, okay, listen, in my household, the only one that plays baseball is me, but like my daughter is in gymnastics. That's expensive as shit. You know what I mean? That's not counting like during spring training, she has to go to camp. During the summer, she has to go to camp. Like, so you got to buy that, and you got to buy the leotards, and you got to buy like, you know, like for like the classes and all that. And now cheerleading.
Yep.
And not, you know, we've talked about money commitment. We haven't even talked about time commitment.
No, that's the thing.
So for my kid here, right?
Yeah.
So just this year, well, you know, we'll talk about last year, but into this year. So December and January, his summer ball team has off-season workouts, and because he's a pitcher, he paid to have pitching lessons with one of the 18U coaches. So there's that cost, and that was for 2-month period, December, January. Then in February, as soon as that pitching lessons in for his travel ball team, he goes right into high school practice. They have tryouts. Games start in March, go all the way up to mid-May, and then last year he had 1 week in between his last high school game and his first weekend tournament for his travel ball team, all the way through the beginning of August. He had most of August off, and then September, October he had fall ball. They had November off, and then that's when they hopped in. So basically he has maybe not even 2 full months off the entire. Now that's obviously us wanting him to do it. He's wanting to do it. So it's, obviously you're not required to do all that, but if you do and you want to get invested in it, he's all basically 10 out of the 12 months of the year. He's nonstop. He's got spring ball, he's got summer ball, he's got fall ball, winter off-season workouts, and it's just
like, bro, when are you going to be able to just chill?
Right. And that's why 2 years ago, before he got into the travel ball, he was just on like a normal summer team that they played just a couple games around here. He worked. He didn't work. He didn't have time to work last year. I doubt he's going to have time to work this year. He's just nonstop.
Like, when is he going to have time for anything?
Yeah. So he hasn't been able to have a job to get money or whatever. He was an umpire a couple years ago, but now that he's on his travel ball team, he just doesn't have the time. So it's like he can't make that commitment to anybody to work at all. So
Jesus Christ.
If you look here, yeah, I mean, Dick's Sporting Goods, $14 billion in annual sales on youth sports. They bought the Game Changer app, so they kind of lock people in with that, and then the loyalty program. I'm just kind of looking at some of the highlights here about Dick's Sporting Goods. I mean, it's a $40 billion industry for youth sports, and they've got 14 billion of the 40, so they're over 25% of it just at Dick's.
We have Game Changer that we use like for all his, the high school and the travel ball and even the fall ball, since it's with that same travel ball team. They use Game Changer, but if you want to be able to see any type of stats whatsoever, if I want to know how my kid did, if I can't go to a game, I have to pay for premium, which is like $9 a month, just so I can get his stats to see kind of what happened. Otherwise, all I can see really is the score, and that's it. I don't know how he did otherwise. Because you know how much I travel on my own. And last year, the bad thing is last year, because I traveled so much in the summer, I didn't get to see him play at all really in the summer. And I took him to most of his fall games, but I was trying to watch on Game Changer so I could see how he was doing. So then this year I'm trying to prioritize going to his games. And so now Prophet Palooza Jr. this year is tied in with his tournaments where, I mentioned at Springfield, Missouri and Nashville, Tennessee are back-to-back weekend tournaments. Going to that one tournament, since we're in Springfield, we're going to try to see the Cardinals since they're home that weekend, but it's all dependent on his tournament schedule. So if he plays night games, we're not going to get to go, but if they play sometime during the day and don't play that night, and then depending on how they do is usually the bracket, knockout bracket style on Sundays. And then from there, we're just going to continue on, catch some minor league games on the way over to Nashville. So we're going to make our normal kind of trip out of it, but it's all focused around his tournaments.
Honestly, I think paying for that Game Changer app, like paying for your kids' stats, not to sound like the guy yelling at people to get off his lawn, but it's kind of like paying for your credit report for your own data. It's like, I mean, I've never understood the logic, and I won't. This is not the forum for that, but it's like that. It's like, tell me how it makes sense to pay for your kids' stats when
this is the forum for that. I mean,
no, like how in the world we got into a market where you pay for a credit report to pay for your own data? Like those two things to me make absolutely no sense. But I'll stop there. But it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, if anything, just have a flat rate for the team, and if the team wants to collect $2 per parent for like a $25 or $50 fee, to have it for all of the people on their team with a login. I mean,
well,
you're making $14 billion. You can't have anything, something like.
You can watch it for free, but basically it's just like if you're watching the ESPN app, you just see the dot where the ball goes, and then you see a guy moved to first, and you can see what position players. Now, there is a way where you can stream the games, but you have to have somebody do that. Well, for the high school team, nobody streams the game, so I can't watch a video. But luckily this past year, and I think he's going to be on the team this year, one of the pitchers' moms had like her camera or her phone out, and she got a tripod and would put it behind the plate. Even then, you can't see that far into the outfield, so you can only see kind of what's happening. So it's not obviously like a super great, minor league you're watching on the MILB app, but you're
talking about early stages of minor league baseball watching.
Yeah. So it's there is a free option, and I do that a little bit, but then I always want to see, how my kid's doing and whatever.
Yeah,
And especially last year
absolutely.
when I was traveling, I used it a lot so I could see, how he's pitching. But yeah, you to be able to, have to pay to get more of a premium version of that is one of those things. It's like that's
Yeah.
just another cost.
I mean, you want to see those Chris Bubich like stats that Zach Profit's throwing up.
Well, tonight he did great, but we'll
Yeah, he
leave
did.
the other part
Lefty
out.
just like my man.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
Hey, Mark, have you got one of
That's
those
my favorite
fancy
Lefty
pencils
stuff.
with an eraser on it, or is it just
Ooh,
one
now
of those
we're
normal
talking.
ones?
How about
'Cause
a mechanical pencil?
You go to some high-end golf course.
Ooh.
You know it's a high-end golf course when they do have pencils with erasers on them.
The little pencils.
Man, Ed, the mechanical pencils are what the rich kids used when I was in school. What are you talking about?
And I know I've been talking a lot. I don't know if anybody answered Joe's question. So they are limited on the number of pitches they can throw. More so summer ball. I think they're a little more regimented than what the high school is, but even then they have certain amounts. The coaches try to do their best. If early in the season they're not going to throw much more than 60 to 65 pitches until they can ramp them up towards the end of the season. But with my son being mostly a reliever, he usually only gets in maybe one game, possibly two in a weekend when they can play 5 or 6 games. So he's not going to throw a ton of pitches, but I don't remember the exact numbers, and it also depends on the age range, but there are specific pitching limitations. So yes, they can overuse them, but at the same time, I think they try to do a pretty good job. And then like high school, they have arm care. So if they pitch in a game in high school, then the next day in practice, they go see the trainer and do ice and whatever else they need to.
It just makes me angry, right? Honestly, and the reason why I asked this question also is I was listening on the news today, and Donnie, I know you did a little bit of research on this, is that the NFL partnered with tomorrow, I think it is, right?
The
flag
tomorrow.
football.
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't realize it was pronounced tomorrow, but yeah,
It's tomorrow.
TMRW Sport, Tomorrow Sports.
Yeah, it's Tomorrow Sports. So
yeah,
to do all 32 teams that supported, I'll let you talk here in a second. To have each have a league of professional players playing flag football. Now, the reason why this is also coming up is because, from what I understand, and guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I understand is the number of players playing actual tackle football is actually going down.
Yeah,
there's a decrease in football players right now because of injuries, concussions, CTE, and all of that. And this is a way of the NFL saying, like, I think we need to make a conscious effort to do something else, because if not, obviously the sport is growing, and it's like, NFL is super popular to go in Europe and all that. So like, good for them, right? But it's like, that's another sport that is like stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Because you got to buy your own pads, you got to buy your own helmet and all that. It's just like, come on, dude.
Yeah, they so the NFL is planning to contribute 30 as much as 32 million, which is basically probably a million per team, which is pittance to these teams. But still, $32 million to start this league. The bulk of it, though, is like venture capitalist partners and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see where that goes. Those are guys that are looking to get in on something new and turn a profit quick and then get out. But you do have some big players: Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Serena Williams, Billie Jean King, Joe Montana. Some of those former players, some current players, and all that are all getting involved. And trying to grow this. The thing is, the NFL is like, well, I'll just read this sentence here. The professional flag football has been one of the NFL's white whales as it tries to hype up the tackle alternative for children who want to play, but concerned about brain injuries and other potential issues. So yeah, they're trying to create something and probably all the way through the lower levels of youth sports to get kids playing football. And then when they're older and have the ability to play, regular football, they won't have these injuries from being a kid. The thing is, they're also concerned, is flag football going to be watchable product? Because right now with like the Pro Bowl games and some other stuff, they got a lot of stars, but nobody wants to watch it. Well, that's mostly because at that point people don't care about the Pro Bowl. I don't think it has anything to do with just flag football in general. But I think if you had teams like you have the NFL team, if you had cities that had their own team of flag football and you had players, it could eventually become something. I don't think it's going to become big. But you never know. I mean, the blueprint they're following is the indoor golf.
Well, that's the thing, that tomorrow is the one that brought the golf league.
And that is something that I don't know how many people watch it. Do you know? I mean, it's not
it's actually pretty popular.
Yeah. I mean, I see it on all the time, but I don't know how many. I don't know anybody that watches it, but that's just me. I don't know how popular it is. Maybe it's more popular with the younger crowd. That's kind of what it's aimed for. But we'll see where flag football goes. I'm curious as to what kind of facility they're going to plan to try to do this in. That's the big thing. Because if it's indoor, then what's the difference between arena? It's just arena without pads. But if they do it outdoor, do you do it? You're not going to do this in like a NFL stadium. You're not going to probably not even a high school stadium. So we'll have to see.
Is instead of NFL, is it going to be the NFFL, the National Flag Football League? I mean, is that what we're going to have?
Who knows? Who knows?
So
they'll try to make it something like that, though. I'm sure.
Just you know, the first year of the golf league, they average between 488 to 500,000 viewers per match to start. So
it could be something. Another person that's involved in this is Steve Young. I know I've seen Steve Young on Dan Patrick a lot in the past. His daughters play flag football. He's coached flag football for his daughters, and he's been a huge proponent of this as well. So he's also, one of the ones backing it. Some of the current players, Russell Wilson, Bobby Wagner, Eric Armstead, those are ones that are pushing it as well. I mean, it's going to be in the Olympics in 28.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy too.
Donnie, are your schools around you doing like adopting flag football teams for the school?
I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, because like my local high school is about to start a flag football team for the high school.
See, my kids are out of high school, so I'm really out of touch with like what the sports scene is in the high schools around me. I'll have to look and find out because I really don't know.
I mean, just like, people have been doing esports and everything else. Now they're doing flag football. I mean,
I'll be honest. I rode past Lexington High School last night, and I was like, what is going on over there? It was lacrosse. I didn't even know they had lacrosse. I was like, what the hell?
Talk about another expensive sport right there.
Yeah.
Well, lacrosse has always been it's always been at schools up north, right? And it's just started making its way down south.
Yeah,
in the last probably 10 years that I've seen.
And they have a professional league for that now too. So
they've had a couple of iterations of the professional league. The Rabel brothers are the ones who finally were able to.
Is it the PLL, Ed? Is it
PLL? Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Vineyard Vines was like the outfitter for them for at least
fashion. So the PLL, their format started where it was going from city to city. They had different teams, and the whole thing was travel, right? Like one weekend you were here, then after that. Now the PLL are specifically to staying in a specific city. So, for example, Charlotte has a team here, the PLL team, right? And so it's the format is growing. I honestly, I think it's going to be interesting. Do I think it's going to get as big as like the major sports? No, I don't. Can it get as big as possibly like indoor football, right? Arena football or something like that? Yeah, possibly, right? In the right settings, right? You cannot be playing it with, whenever there is like actual football going on, right? So you're gonna have to really work that out. the UFL, right? Exactly. Now we have the UFL here in spring ball, so that's become a very popular sport, right? But
Well,
that's
and
not without any their challenges.
one of the surprising things when I was looking into this earlier today too is that it's something for the women, the girls and women to play that love football that normally wouldn't play contact football with pads
Correct.
and everything. And that's a driving force for the flag football as well. Not only because it says here to Patrick's point, it says that flag football is available in high schools now in 39 states.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the young women are playing on their high school teams because, you can do it as a co-ed sport.
Yes.
Because, there's not contact. I mean, you could get some girls that could outrun these boys in a heartbeat. So, that athletic competitiveness is going to help drive this, and we'll see where the professional game goes. I will say this: I would be more interested in watching flag football professionally if it's co-ed. I think I'd like to see, some of these women that are very athletic out there juking and outrunning some of these guys, and that would be more interesting to me than just watching, a bunch of dudes out there playing flag football. It gives it a little different aspect of competitiveness.
Why not? Give them an opportunity to compete with everybody
rather than having a separate league, because this is something that they can both compete at probably a common level, because it's all about speed and agility. Yep. And so this would be the best example of a mixed professional sport that you could ever get in this country.
Correct.
Or around the world, really.
Yeah. What's up, Eric?
Are you guys dying so bad that you missed a Monday night show that you had to bring up lacrosse and flag football and other non-sports? So you just had to bring them up on Tuesday night instead?
Well, don't
culturing
get me
you
started, because I can bring up some other stuff that I wanted to bring up. You know what I mean? So I can do that.
We can talk about the DR Congo, like qualifying for the World Cup and all,
Yeah.
Estonia Soccer League. We'll talk about that next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How about Ghana's manager getting sacked before the World Cup? 33 days for the World Cup.
How about Italy?
Italy,
not making
better in baseball than they are soccer.
What about Luanda City, Eric? What about Luanda City?
Yeah. Shout out.
How about that? How about the fact that Italy soccer has not made, for the third straight tournament, they have not made the World Cup, and yet they made it further in the World Baseball Classic. I'm just saying.
I mean, we could circle back here because Mark was asking us about the fight, and we don't talk much about boxing and fights as
for
well.
A reason.
But I know. But I mean, we could talk about that too if any of us knew about it, because I don't.
No.
Just saying, Mark. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say, Mark, I'll be honest, I did not watch that fight. I watched some of them when I can get them, but I did not see that one.
Yeah.
I get there's too many other sports I gotta watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I know you catch the professional pillow fighting, right? I know you see that.
I've seen that. Listen, my son goes, "What are we watching?"
How about this? So yesterday I go out with all of the dads around the neighborhood. We went out to wing night, right?
Oh, okay.
We went to wing night. Took advantage. Delicious wings, by the way.
Shout out. Dad's night. Nice.
Yeah, bro. It's pretty fun.
They went to their private pool, Patrick.
We did.
Oh, of course they did.
So anyways,
I was working.
While we're there, you know what we were watching? We're all getting excited for?
Those billions, trillions don't make themselves, Donnie.
Only fans.
ESPN the Ocho. Okay. ESPN the Ocho was on. Dodgeball.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. That stuff was super exciting. So, dodgeball, right? You like playing dodgeball?
I'm so glad I didn't say anything. I'm so glad that I didn't say anything.
That's a beast in dodgeball right there.
Oh, Sellers with the chime in. Might as well bring up some tennis too.
Yeah. They missed one show and now has to bring up all other sports.
Have a good night day.
Good
night day.
Like and subscribe.
There it is.
Hey, there it is.
Get out of here, kid.
Our best spokesperson.
Yeah, Joe, I had that on for a little bit the other day, and those definitely were not Victoria's Secret pillow fighters.
No,
now
they were
that
not.
I would watch.
The football league, remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anywho,
The
I had
LFL.
to be
lingerie.
careful how I said that. Just so you know,
I
Eric.
was gonna say, I think I know which Donnie said it though, but she couldn't hear it.
I could, thank God.
Well, I was about to ask you where you had your wings night, and then I was about to say, did you go to Hooters? And then your daughter was right there, and I'm like,
But this dude in the bottom just said like OnlyFans. We're watching OnlyFans at the bar. I'm like, no,
she
bro.
can't hear it.
No.
She can't hear it. Now, if you said it,
well, no,
Exactly.
I was about to say, did you guys meet up at Hooters? And then I could see you talking to someone. I'm like, oh, I'm not about to say.
No, don't do that. Don't do that now.
No.
Patrick doesn't even have young kids, but he already knows. Like Ed and I, once you're talking about saying something and you see somebody kind of sneaking around, you're like, yep, and you got to just cut it off real quick.
Yep. And then Lynn, you said you had a friend who used to run a dodgeball league. It wasn't Patches O'Houlihan, was it?
If you can dodge a wrench,
You can dodge a ball. You can dodge a ball. And you got the 5 deeps of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Great movie. Great movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Really quick, by the way, just a little golf news. Somebody's stepping away to focus on their health. So
Again.
Yet again.
He's focused on things other than golf for a lot of years now.
He's been focusing on that for a long time.
It's part of his problem.
What you're saying is he won't be participating in this year's Masters.
Yet again.
Okay.
No, I don't think he is.
Listen, Donnie, you'll remember this because you were like 395, but the 1997 Masters was something to behold.
That was incredible.
It was a great Masters. Yeah.
All right, Donnie, come on, bring it up.
All right, this here I brought up earlier, Joe. I saw when I saw the whole hot dog in the holster as the teaser, I was like, I don't care what this jersey's going to look like. It's going to be cool. And I figured it was a Mountie style. This from the Well and Jackfish, A+ right there. Nothing beats
the holstered peanut.
Yeah, I think this is one of those things where they have just kind of done a fantastic job with this. This is for their Canada Day jersey. And
that's not a bad jersey though.
That's not a bad jersey at all. I love this. I think this is going to be fantastic.
Yeah. I'm telling you this, whoever does Welland's like logo releases and like their merch does an exquisite job.
Yep.
I mean, Welland has something good basically every year. And they got a good identity too, but they come out with some good stuff, and I appreciate that they still have New Era hats. So shout out to Welland, man. They're a solid team.
I'm not even Canadian, and I want this jersey.
Well,
so do I. Yeah. So, why not?
I don't know if my burner account would let me be an honorary Canadian since I'm a Blue Jays fan. But, oh Canada,
please don't.
That's what I want to hear you do, the Canadian national anthem.
I would love to do it.
Yep.
Guys, have you guys seen what the Joliet Slammers are doing?
Oh God, I wish I was going to that. I wanted to go to that so bad.
No. You have not seen what they're doing?
Nope.
Yes. What?
I have not. Nope. And I had to work, Donnie.
That's
you're going to plan playing at the prison.
Yeah.
I knew that. I thought you were saying something.
I was like, how did y'all not know that? I didn't realize you didn't realize it was.
Kelly's going, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got tickets. I think Lynn got tickets as well, or had the opportunity. I don't know if she actually got them.
How legit is that?
I texted that. I forwarded that to Kelly today in a text. Just I knew he had seen it, but I sent him this and I said, if they're not doing Blues Brothers inspired uniforms, then I'm disappointed. And he said, I think they are doing something like that. It's
all like jailers, you know what I mean?
Like the black suits with the tie. That's what they need to have.
Wow.
Donnie, is Dan Aykroyd going to throw out the first pitch?
I have no idea. That would be fantastic as well.
Yeah.
We knew Lynn would go.
Are you impressed that I knew an actor from that movie, Donnie? because you normally
A little bit.
there's an intonation with me. With
First of all, that's a great movie, just so you know. Okay. It's a great movie.
Oh, I like Joe's idea.
That would be fantastic. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Have
That'd
the
be cool.
opposing team, be in jail.
But
whatever the orange.
they're already orange mostly. So when you think the home team would?
Well, I guess the home team would. They're the jailbirds basically. So yeah, I guess that the Slammers. It makes sense probably, but I would prefer to see them all come out look like the Blues Brothers and like their uniform look like a tuxedo or a suit and tie.
Really quick here. I also want to show you guys this. I don't know if we talked about this last week. I'm sure we did, like super quick. But I hate these hats.
I don't hate them. They're okay.
Nope.
So you
I like the M's better than the Roadster one are though.
Based on your recent history, that means you've got one in the mail on your way to you, don't you?
Correct.
No, that's not my recent.
Not
history,
you.
Nah, he's talking about me.
Ed. Oh,
Why
you
is he
didn't
always
say
think
Ed.
we always talk about him?
Yeah,
Because that's all
this
Patrick
is
ever does
coming.
is talk about me and spending money on
Ooh,
hats.
Patrick.
Yeah. I just noticed that it said MMR.
Yeah.
Anyways, Donnie, we know that you got all three. So, and they're on their way to you.
Which one do you have, Donnie? Which
I have
one
none
are
of
you
these.
getting?
None of these.
If anything, I would get the art for Rivera. Other than that, no, I ain't getting that. I'm still not going to.
If I was going to get one of them, I would be getting that sky blue and orange one or whatever that.
Yeah,
color.
the middle one with the M. That's probably what I would get.
Yeah, but I've not. I know I haven't gotten any of them. Don't have any plans to either.
Neither do I. And I
think there's your OC Sports though, and they seem to be like the curved kind.
The curve stretch.
Brim.
Yep.
Curve stretch, which is weird because a lot of the OC Sports hats, like their stretch ones, are flat brim to start, but they do have a version that's like that. And
curve stretch media.
Curve stretch media. There it is. When
Ed has a little too much Puerto Rican food, all that fried food has been talked about on the podcast today with Paul. It's gonna be curve stretch media.
Oh, do you know how full I've been? It was so bad. What team is that? That is the Roadsters, Lynn.
Yep.
The Modesto Roadsters.
Modesto Roadsters. Yep.
Their logo it's haunting. And so
Paul basically said Ed drove in town 30 minutes, came back with basically a cup full of butter with some other stuff in it and just ate it for breakfast every morning with coffee. Isn't that what he said you guys had basically?
So it's called granitos. So it's granitos. It is a delicacy strictly just for the town where I was born in Puerto Rico. It's only sold there and nowhere else. That's it. And it's fried rice. It is shaped like a little canoe, and it has a little dot of cheese in the middle. So we fried. It was delicious. It's so good.
Granitos.
Yep. Good job. Good pronunciation. I'm looking to see if there's any. Did I miss any new uniform releases or anything like that?
No, I think you covered the one with that with Welland. I think that's about the only new one that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't see anything else. I just want to make sure that Nope, I think that's it. So,
and what thing I sent you guys earlier about the game tonight between the Battle of the Bays between the Ballers and San Jose Giants, another year of affiliated versus independent. I'd like to see some more of that. I wish I was out there to see that because I think that would be fantastic to be at that game tonight. I love to see these guys doing. This is the third year in a row I think that the San Jose Giants have played the Oakland Ballers in an
that's cool.
Game.
Yeah,
and they've actually got a new trophy that they made up a trophy for it that has the two team logos on it, and it's like a tower with a baseball on top. It's a really cool little thing. That's awesome. I'd love to see like like the Chicago Dogs play in an affiliated team in the Chicago area, or so whatever, something like that. A little more of that, like exhibition games before the seasons actually get started.
Peoria Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's cool to see in the indie ball playing against some of these this affiliate. Oh, good one, Lynn. The Storm Chasers against the Salt Dogs.
Because I went last year to see cross level Spartanburg play Hickory in an exhibition game before the season started, and that was a lot of fun because they were switching up pitchers. Like pitcher for Hickory was pitching for Spartanburg and vice versa, and that was kind of cool.
Hold up. Did the dude just say his girlfriend? Did anybody know that?
I did not. Way to
Mike.
go! Way to go, Holsinger! Congratulations,
Just kind of threw that out there. Just kind of.
Well, way out of left field there, Mike. Hold on,
absolutely.
He said we're funny. I mean, I know we are, but
I'm glad we're cracking her up because we didn't know she existed. So sorry, Mike, we're putting you on the spot.
Because who was that? Jolly or Polly's girl? Yeah,
Jolly. Oh no, that's Polly. Yeah, Polly had.
I don't think she thought we were funny, and that's why they're no longer together. But
hey, there's Polly.
Oh, speaking of which,
you see,
Ed.
Yeah,
good job, Ed.
So Ed, are you bringing back your Jolly burner account as well?
I am.
Yeah, Polly, what's up? Polly,
how's it going, Polly?
I just didn't even know. You see that? That's just out of nowhere.
Which minor league hat was she most attracted to that you posted on Twitter, Michael?
Surprise!
Take a break from what?
You can't be taking a break from us. Polly, come on
There
now.
it is.
Coming in. Dang.
There he is.
There it is.
Oh, that makes sense, Polly. I thought you were talking about us.
Yeah, so Polly took a break from women because the women didn't want to watch us, and he did. So he's like, all right, I'm done with the ladies right now. I'm going to watch the boys.
Good man.
Yeah. Sugar skull hat. I like it.
Okay.
Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
He had to waive his whole roster.
Yeah.
It's called spring cleaning.
As I say, Polly's going to be looking for some free agents this summer.
Yeah, spring cleaning. Got to fill out the roster again.
Well, you came in under the cap, right?
Oh, that's good.
You came in under the cap.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but Holsinger, so you're wearing the Veleros?
Veleros.
What?
Veleros.
Veleros.
There it is.
Well, I've always been told like you say the V like a B, Veleros.
No, sometimes, not all the time. Ve.
Yeah.
When it's with that one is Ve because it's at the beginning, homeboy. Veleros.
Oh, okay. So Veleros.
Yep, there it is. I had to tell them to spend more time on their craft. On the craft. Go ahead.
So oh man,
when you become a seasoned player, then we can not at the moment,
Polly.
says Mike.
Polly, are you using the posting system? And you get exclusive negotiating rights.
Oh my god. It's a restricted free agency. That's what it is.
So wait, they got to match that offer sheet, huh?
Yeah, they got to match the offer sheet. And then exactly.
You got to watch out for those Donnies that can offer them the high salaries.
Oh, they do it on purpose to drive the number up.
Yeah.
So, hey, speaking of baseball here, we're talking about all these things. What are your thoughts on so far up to this point on the ABS system?
Love it.
I like it.
CP Buckner hates it.
He should. He should. He will probably be gone mid-season.
So it's Chris Rose. They're on a Chris Rose podcast. They were talking about make sure you sign a prenup. Hell yeah. There are going to be some of these older umpires are just gonna by the end of the season they're just gonna say, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say two things about what I've seen the last couple of games I've watched. I'll say this: Salvi is the smartest one using it right now. Absolutely,
the dude is like
the Braves are horrendous at using it. They burned both of theirs the other night. First inning.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, they were just like burning them up for pitches they did not need to bother challenging.
And then And Alejandro Kirk has been good at using it too.
Yeah. So the Royals have pretty much gone into the 8th or 9th inning without having any. And Salvi picked a couple of spots. Now he missed one last night. He I think he knew it was a ball, but he's like, I'm gonna challenge anyway.
It's the 9th inning. Who cares?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. He didn't have to use one the other day because Chris Bubich kept pumping heat and pumping strikes. So you didn't have to use it when he's throwing nothing but aces.
But when Salvi used it, he used it so smart.
He's so smart.
He knew there were strikes, every single one of them. He just like serious as you can be. He's like,
because he was like 4-0 or 5-0 till that one last night, and
Right,
he kind of knew. But I love it. I think it's gonna do what we want it to do, which is hold the umpires accountable, and it will eventually. It's not really a time deterrent, in my opinion.
It's quick.
It's very quick, and eventually the amount of challenges will go away because the umpires will get better. They'll understand where they've got to be. And there won't be that many challenges.
I mean, I've been watching it now for 4 years. First time I saw it was in the AAA National Championship in Vegas in 22. So I've known about it. And I thought first time when I saw it then in 22 that it was great because, it's super quick. And I don't mind it at all.
The game that you and your brother came to.
Yeah. I watched it in Gwinnett since 22. And it's.
I saw a game with Patrick and then Bulls.
The Bulls,
Durham,
Memphis,
Charlotte. I've seen it. Charlotte,
Memphis, Redbirds. I think is who they were playing.
Yeah, I mean,
easy.
I mean, like you said, in a matter of seconds, you've got an answer, and like it ultimately gets to the right call. Like ABS is what I wish. Not to go into the sport because we'll talk about it on Monday, but ABS in baseball is what I wish VAR would be in soccer.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about? Well,
and to throw another one out, this is for Mike Sellers. ABS is very much like the system they put in tennis because the tennis one is very quick as well.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to offend Ed, so I did not say that. I was getting ready to talk about that.
Believe it or not, I was actually going to mention it too. But Donnie beat us.
I don't mind the tennis challenge. I think it's good. You can, Paulie, you're talking about 400 strikeouts this year because dude was hot garbage in the World Baseball Classic.
And he got back, and he was garbage when he got back. So it's still early.
He already got 2 home runs, though.
Guys, and we also got to remember, let's be honest, like
it doesn't count against the college coaches team.
Exactly. 1, but 2, we got to wait until May to really can tell when who's serious and who's not.
We'll see.
Right? He's no Chase DeLauder, though.
Hey, this kid's
good. Congratulations on. I know you were asleep, but thank you for all of America beating the Dodgers last night.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw part of it. I started watching it, and then I was like, I'm out.
I know you didn't get to see the end of it, but all of America thanks you for beating the Dodgers.
That was fun. I woke up and that made me very happy. So, really quick though, Patrick, you said something interesting that you said. It was like, this is going to be what it's going to be full time. Well, there's 2 differences, right? There's the ABA system, and then there's the robo umps, right? That we have on what they get on Thursdays in AAA, where it is completely nothing but the robo ump that sends the call to the umpire behind the plate.
Yeah.
Right. So there's 2 different things. And I actually had a conversation with one of my clients where I had to sit there and explain to them. I was like, yeah, this has been going on for years now in AAA. It's just now making it to the majors. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, 100%. Like Durham Bulls, the Charlotte, every single team had them.
Nice.
And he was like, I did not know that.
Well, see, we're huge minor league nerds, so even though we can't call ourselves that because it's trademarked, but we've known about this because, we watch the minor leagues. Those that are only major league people, they didn't know about any of this, the ABS and robo umps and everything. But also, Paulie, Judge is not my captain. Sorry. Captain America, he is not.
He is definitely not Captain America. I'm sorry. He just
best
cannot.
Player on Team USA was Bobby Witt Jr., and I don't think
defensively, but offensively, I'd say Roman Anthony or Gunnar Henderson.
Agreed.
True. But I still think overall Bobby Witt.
I mean, he was getting on base. He wasn't having a ton of hits, but he dropped walks and steal. Yeah. But his defense was outstanding. But the thing is that, and I've told you guys this, I feel like most of the guys in the WBC have kind of struggled starting out of the gates, and I figured they probably would. So I think you talk about waiting until May to see more. I think into late April and stuff, then we'll kind of see these guys that were in the WBC start to pick it up a little bit more.
Yeah, and we know that Judge, the Witt, they're not gonna struggle forever. They're gonna get their hits. They're gonna get their home runs.
Yeah.
So they're gonna get their hitting streaks going to the 15, 20 games, right? Like, I mean, it's gonna happen. It's just
Yeah.
a lot of them are struggling. Same with Cleveland. Like some of the guys that played for in Canada, right? Rocchio, who played for Team Italy, like they struggle.
Yeah.
Anybody can answer this, but this might be more towards Patrick. What in the world are the Chicago Cubs doing getting rid of Owen Casey and sending him to the Marlins? That was the dumbest thing ever. I watched Owen Casey in the minors and then with Team Canada. Duke and rake. He had a walk-off the other day for the Marlins. Like, why would you – what was it, Edward Cabrera for Owen Casey?
Cabrera.
Why would you get rid of – if you're the Cubs, why would you get rid of Owen Casey?
Because the Cubs are desperate. Because the Cubs are always desperate to contend, and they felt like they always need more pitching, right? So that Edward Cabrera was one of the top arms available that you could get, and the Marlins are always willing to sell if they can get a good return. The thing about the Marlins, for all their faults, they get great returns for some of their young players before they have to pay them. I think about how they fleeced the Orioles last year because, who was it? What's his name? The outfielder. Because there's Casey, but then there's it was one of the Orioles' top prospects. One of their, they had a glut of top prospect outfielders. I can't believe I can't remember his name, but he was one of their all-stars last year. And to get talent, you have to give up talent is probably the best way I know how to say it. And the Marlins had a high price and they got a great player out of it. I mean, they've got a.
I'm not saying anything bad about the Marlins. I'm saying that the Cubs are dumb for getting rid of Owen Casey. I'm glad they got him, and those teal Sundays are beautiful.
Oh, bro, those
so
uniforms.
beautiful.
Oh.
Reminds me
of that walk off in those teals. I'm like,
man, yeah. Well, I was hoping for I want to see teal on teal like we're back in 1993.
You know they got a Rally Rooster?
The
Marlins. They have a thing. It's called the Rally Rooster. Their Spanish one. Like, I mean, literally, like, they're the guy, the play-by-play caller said, "Hey, give me the Rally Rooster." And as soon as he hit the rooster, that's when your boy hit the walk off.
Wow.
Oh.
So
Kyle Stowers is who I was trying to think of.
Oh, you're
93.
Yeah.
Take it back another 10 plus 12. But last year, the way on my Prophet Palooza Junior trip, the way it worked out, it was 4th of July week. So they played 3 games on the road and then flipped to the other team's home site. So we actually saw the Iowa Cubs play at home in where they played Des Moines. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. And so I saw Owen Casey with the I Cubs, and then they were playing the Omaha Storm Chasers. Well, the last part of the week, then they flipped that series, the last 3 games to Omaha. And then so I got to see Owen Casey again for the I Cubs. And I'm just like, why? And I knew, of him before then too, but I'm like, why? What were the Cubs doing? I don't know why obviously they spent all their money to get Bregman, but he is such a good player. And I'm glad that he's succeeding and getting some playing time with the Marlins.
Yeah, I think that I just think that they view prospects except for the occasional one like Pete Crow Armstrong, like PCA, like they see prospects as a way to get veteran talent or like what they perceive as established major league talent to try to win every year. But the problem is that a lot of times when they get those players, they don't perform up to the expectations that their return would warrant for them. I mean, so
the Cubs have not been really relevant since 2016 when they won the World Series.
Well, and maybe Edward Cabrera will. I don't know. It's too early to tell, right? But Owen Casey, as you said, is already paying dividends for the Marlins, and he's going to be on a team-friendly contract for a few years yet. Either they lock him up at a reasonable rate, like people want to do now with some of their top prospects, or you're gonna get him for a reasonable rate for the next 5 years or so, 5-6 years.
Well, also the Marlins. Let's be. I think we should probably just slow down a little bit, because this is the same thing as the Pirates last year, right? The Pirates took off to a hot streak at the beginning of the season, and then all of a sudden they just came to like a halting screens, like, oh, you know what I mean? So we got to see. The A's are contenders, and the Angels will slow down when Trout gets hurt again. Again, same thing, right? I'm not trying to be disrespectful to any of these teams. We just got to wait and see.
The one thing I'll push back on about the Marlins, though, is that since the All-Star break last year, I think they've got the 5th best record in baseball. I know it's 2 different seasons, but
I was just going to say it's 2 different seasons.
It's 2 different seasons, but
they didn't make a lot of moves, so they brought the same team back for the most part,
and they lost some pitching. I mean, I mean, they still have Alcantara, but they don't have Cabrera, and but I think it's either the 5th or 6th best record. Donnie, maybe you know, but you may know better than I do, but it's something like that. There's only like a handful of teams that have a better record than the Marlins do since last year's All-Star break. It was something. There was some stat I saw about that.
I don't disagree. I just, again, it's it's I hate to say it, but it's the Marlins.
Yeah.
Right. I know it sounded with a very negative connotation, but it's the same thing. It's like Zach, Zach says, like, at the beginning of the season, like, hey, just want you guys to know the Anaheim Angels just got eliminated from playoff contention. Not to be disrespectful, like, obviously it was funny when he said it. It's hilarious. But like, there's some teams that they're not going to compete. It's sad.
Hey, look, it's Big Chew Poppy.
I knew Big would show up at some point here.
What's up,
with
Big?
Jolly and Polly popping in here. I was like, Big's coming in soon.
It's coming.
Big, you know what? I can't even say anything to you, but good luck with DeZerbi. But with the way Chelsea's playing, it wouldn't surprise me if Port Vale won 3-0. So,
but he can't talk too much, Poppy. We can't talk too much, bro. Our team is in 17th position.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, on the same day that Italy didn't make the World Cup, you're depending on an Italian to save you from relegation.
We're at 17th right now.
But the good news for you is that DeZerbi doesn't have a relegation clause. So if you go to the championship, DeZerbi's going with you. So,
woo, baby.
Yeah, he's making Donnie Wise money with that new contract.
New month. You're right, Pop. You're right, Big. My bad.
Fine, a new month.
It's a new month.
Big.
New month starts tomorrow, bro.
No, Big. Guess what? It may not be tomorrow yet, but you've already been fooled because you got April fooled.
Play up Pompeii.
Hold on. Backtrack to Holsinger. He's already posted the picture of him and his girl on Twitter. If you guys need to check it out.
Uh-oh.
I thought he was just saying, "Hey, I got a girl," but now the picture's out there too.
I saw his picture with the hats on Twitter earlier.
Nah, he just posted another one a few minutes ago. She's on there. Congrats, Holsinger.
Can't wait to see this.
We're about to find out, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Way to go, Holsinger. That's awesome, man. And like the new pickups, by the way, you got the powder blue. You got the new powder blue Clippers hat. I like that. That looks good.
Yeah, I told him on there. I like that one. That's a sweet color right there. You can't go wrong with powder blue.
Yeah. Hey, Donnie, can I borrow $50?
No.
Darn. Hey, you don't know unless you ask. So.
If you're going to ask me, you already know the answer.
The answer is negative, Ghostwriter.
Well, can I borrow $100 then?
Still no.
Dang. Let me go through it before he has to say something. Oh, I'm sorry.
Probably a good idea.
What I was gonna say, he's gonna say something along the lines of, "You know how the rich stay rich? They don't spend money."
Is he wrong though?
Yeah. So what's the example that I texted you guys earlier?
He doesn't. You're right, Big. He doesn't.
I didn't spend $50 for a hat. I spent $15 for a hat.
$15K for a hat is what you spend. $15K.
By the way, big news just came out a couple of hours ago. The NFL is officially scrapping the Monday Night Football doubleheaders starting in 26.
Can they do away with a Thursday night football game?
Oh no, those are here to stay, bro.
Well, speaking of the NFL,
And get good games on there.
You know, officially tomorrow, ESPN takes over the NFL Network.
That's correct.
So we'll see how that goes.
The Easter Beagle. Ooh, the Easter Beagle's coming. What?
I gotta see. I'm a little nervous about this takeover with NFL Network.
What could go wrong? They took over MLB.TV.
Right.
Man, you sound like another friend of mine, Donnie.
Hey, really quick, have you guys, and we'll get back to baseball here in a second, have you guys looked at the standings for the NCAA bracket?
No, because Duke sucked and blew my bracket, so no.
Oh,
I gave up. I gave up about 2.5 weeks ago.
You should have.
I should have.
Yeah, you should have. So I'm gonna start from the bottom.
My team is terrible.
Just so we can everybody have an idea where we're at. Okay.
My bracket's terrible.
You're no longer the last person.
I don't know how, but
you are not. Mr. Paul Caputo is the one that is very dead last.
He doesn't know basketball.
Exactly. Then it's Mr. Virgil Brooks. Then is Mr. Pat Larson. Zach, my apologies to you, my friend. Your team, Duke, took you out. Then we got Samantha, had Michigan. Then we had Joe.
Michigan's still in.
She's in 6th place right now.
She could still jump up if Michigan.
Still can, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Then you got Joe Sheeter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then Mr. Donnie Wise in 4th place. Mr. Mike Sellers in 3rd place. Somehow Mr. Eric Prophet is still in 2nd place.
Well, because all my early stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, I still had 2 of the Final 4 teams, but my champion's out, so I'm done.
And in number 1, it's me.
Unless Illinois wins, but that's probably not going to happen.
I'm surprised that there was 3 of us that picked Arizona.
How'd you cheat to get in first?
No clue. None whatsoever. I wish I knew because I was in 3rd place.
Did you employ the Virgil Brooks method?
Yeah. I'm going to pretend like I know nothing and all of a sudden just, oh, here I come.
I have not watched college basketball all year. All year.
And that's exactly why you're in first. Thank you for answering that. 100% why you know, or why you're in first.
Because if you watch college basketball, they're like, well, this guy's just seeing the same.
We overanalyze way too much.
I agree.
Yep, for sure.
I 100% agree with you. Can I get a shout out of my to my Mrs. Just Chili having hey.
Hi, Mrs. McCoy.
This is Miss Mark.
Miss
Shout
Mark.
out from the DHC.
Miss Mark.
Miss McCoy.
Miss McCoy. Yeah, I don't know.
McCoy. Hello, Mrs. Mark.
Do they have the same last names in England?
I don't know. If I got that wrong,
that's why Miss Mark sounds better.
How about
Miss Mark does sound better?
You can't go
Mark,
wrong
shout
there.
out to your missus. Shout out to your missus. How about that?
Okay, Donnie, you got a point there. Valid point. So
about what?
Congratulations.
Donnie he didn't say if his missus was he was married to his missus. It could be his
touche.
Mrs.
female companion. His significant other.
What a bunch of great guys we are, aren't we?
I know.
Yeah.
Well, apparently whatever we did, Mark was okay with it. So
3 thumbs up. I don't know where the third one came from. Maybe the missus. He gave 2 and she gave 1.
Exactly.
And the other hand was a middle finger.
Oh,
Zach.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
Dan Hurley. Oh my gosh,
you're not wrong.
He thought didn't he say he thought the referee wanted to do a head like a chest bump or something?
Chest bump.
And I was like, what?
He did say though. He did say though. I was like, honestly, anybody. It could have been anybody, and they were about to get it. That's what it was. I was like, I mean, I get it, but it's still not a good look.
Oh, he's been. Do you think that the Lakers are happy they didn't end up hiring him?
Yeah, I think so.
Even though they.
All of a sudden, I just came a yawn for some reason. I don't know where that came from. No, he does like crazy stuff pregame. You guys seen the stuff that he does? He throws holy water in all corners of the court. He does garlic in certain parts of the court as well. He burns some sage as well. So your guess is as good as mine. I don't know what that man's doing. I'll be honest. So, all right, guys. We're about an hour and a half in. So I have a question for you guys. Have you guys watched the UFL?
I just saw bits and pieces of it in a couple of games this weekend, but I haven't sat down and watched a game. I wanted to. I just didn't have a chance this weekend.
What about you, Patrick?
The UFL?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Great conversation, guys. Eric,
Nope.
you're not going to care. My whole point is gone. So have a good night, boys. Everybody.
No, make your point.
Wrap this up.
Go ahead.
No,
Make your point on Monday nights.
no. We're on a break. Remember, summer break.
It's spring break for break even.
For a break even sports.
It's spring break even.
Mm.
Go back to the drawing board.
Not your best work. Not your best.
Oh,
work.
you're one to be talking.
Oh, me?
Him. He goes, go back to the drawing board. I'm like, really? I throw your own material at you, and you're like, go back to the drawing board.
You're the one that said it. I didn't. So you got to.
Like, hot damn, Donnie. Why are you telling me? I didn't do shit.
That was directed.
Don't blow up at me like that, though. Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Donnie, it wasn't your best work. I'll say that, but it was a work nonetheless. Hey, Mark, have a good night, my friend.
Peace out, Mark. Have a good night, mate.
Mark. Good night, Mark.
But anyways, the point I wanted to make is it's actually it was a lot of fun. I was able to see some of the rules being implemented, right? The no punting past the 50-yard line. I actually like that rule. I didn't mind that rule at all. Now there was the other one was it was the 2 point, the 3 point, and the 1 point. Have you guys seen that one? For the extra point.
I mean, I've seen the rule, but
so they scored a touchdown. They do the normal kick. That's 1 point. They go to the goal line for the 2 point conversion. That's one. But then they go right in between where the kick would be and the 2 point conversion would be, and they call that a 3 point conversion. So they included that one. So that was an interesting one. And then also the last one is that I saw that only 1 foot needs to be inbound, just like college. So that was a cool one.
Very good.
Yeah. Let me take a look here. Let me look at missing any comments or anything just before we continue. What? Where? Prospector, talk to me.
So while we've been streaming, a new identity has just been released from our friends in Biloxi.
Let me take a look here.
Look for it. I don't want to. I'll guess I'll hold on that until you find it. I can. Do you want me to send you a link?
I got it.
You got it?
Is it on their? It was about an hour ago, right?
About an hour ago. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up the video here.
Yep. But yep, our friends in Biloxi have released a new identity, and
here we go.
So I guess the answer to the question from earlier is, did we miss any identities? Well,
we did.
Now.
I like that. That's a cool hat.
Oh, what now?
Mud bugs.
Mud bugs. That hat is legit.
The Mud Bugs.
The Mud Bugs. Yep. The Biloxi Mud Bugs.
Huh.
I mean, I guess they couldn't really say crawfish or crawdad, so they had to go with another way of saying it because that's what it looks like. Unless mud bug is something similar but different, but that's what it looks like to me is crawfish.
What do we think?
I'm not. The name's weird, but it'll just take some getting used to because we've had several of those where like the first impression of the name is like I don't know, but then the more you think about it, it's okay. Love the hat. I love the hat. I love the logo that said Mud Bugs. Just Mud Bugs seems like a weird name.
Well,
what's up, E-Man?
Well, it's highlighting crawfish culture on the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, like if it was to me, if it was like the Biloxi crawfish.
Can you bring that logo itself back up?
Yeah, let me look for it.
I think if you,
I'm gonna go to their.
Yeah, so they go to their site probably.
Yeah, they're going to be playing it as that identity 3 times this season: Saturday, April 25th, Saturday, May 23rd, and Saturday, August 15th.
Okay, Patrick Jr., just get on here.
Who, me? Yeah. That's exactly what I just said.
So I have 2 points to make when we get around to it.
I'm about to pull up their website right now.
I love the hat. That's a cool logo on the hat.
Yeah.
I love the colors too.
Okay, here we go. So here's the hat.
Love the colors.
There we go. So
I want to see if you get
2 points to make.
Okay.
First point is I feel like this has a Jacksonville jumbo shrimp look to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
However, second of all, the Bossier Shreveport Mud Bugs in the CHL has had a very similar or same name, but then also a somewhat similar logo, except with hockey. Because they used to play in the CHL against the Wichita Thunder, and they were one of our big rivals. You can't see it, but
I see it.
Hockey team already had the Mud Bugs name and had a similar logo.
So what this and I'm looking for it. So bear with me a second here because the jumbo shrimp had a similar hat.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I've got it.
That's why it reminded me of them first, but then the Mud Bugs name itself has already been used, which there's 50 tigers, and I mean, it's not like the only, it's just not original.
You see it, Ed?
I'm looking for it, so I apologize. Here it is. Fit it. It's too similar to this one. I don't have it here. Do you have it, Donnie?
I have the actual hat. Go ahead and keep going on with something. Let me just grab it because it's in a box back here.
Okay.
I'm shocked.
So it's very similar to the jumbo shrimp. That's the first thing I thought of. The very first thing that I thought was like, that's a jumbo shrimp.
Same.
So let's take a look at some other merchandise. The Dad Hat is not bad. I mean, it's just a red hat with that. So it is what it is. Here's their jersey.
Is that Dad Hat as well, or is that a 30? Is that a?
So this is a 3930, and this is their cleanup right here.
Got it. Okay.
And if I can just stop with the damn eggs. Here's their jersey.
I thought that was money at first. Yeah, I like the word mark.
It's very God, what's that show? SpongeBob SquarePants. So there it is. Okay, so here, hold on a second, Donnie. All right, let me see that hat now.
But
there it is.
One's a shrimp and one's a crawfish, though.
I know, but they still look the same.
They still look the same
or similar. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. That logo right there is what I was thinking of.
Look at they're both sorry, Patrick, but I mean,
I disagree.
No,
But
you can't look at. They look the same.
Not to me. Not to me.
Are you high?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. I just disagree.
That they don't look the same. They're exactly the same.
One's a crawfish, one's a shrimp.
Jacksonville. Okay, hang on. Let's do it like this.
Yeah, no.
What?
No.
I think he's got temporary blindness.
Mm-hmm.
You can call it whatever you want, but you're the old man, so.
Okay.
I'm always going to be older. That's never going to change.
Oh, for
So
sure.
they do have this one, the 920, Donnie.
Listen,
In that.
don't believe me. Believe the man that designs.
The animal could be different, but the imagery is exactly the same.
They're eerily similar. Okay,
to me.
they're eerily similar.
Even with the damn things on their
I'm
noses, the
dying
same
on this
thing.
hill, so.
Go ahead and die on the hill by yourself, because the
Well,
rest of us were like, we moving on.
Well,
Listen, I'm hanging out with Eric Lichtenberg. I'm good, man.
Lichtenberger is a shortstop for the Clemson Tigers. Lichtenberg is a designer in Minnesota.
Man, stop daboing everything up.
Well, he's not wrong though.
Is you'll notice is Jacksonville a Brandeis also?
It is.
Yes.
Okay. That's where the similarity comes in, just from a design style.
You're talking about like a style of logo, sure, but like to me, they're not the same character though.
No, we're not saying they're the exact same thing.
We're
they're
not
just very
saying
similar
that.
style.
That's what I thought you were saying.
No,
Dude.
Yeah. So Ed was just insisting they were the exact same character. So,
No, but,
Joe's right. Potato.
yeah, well, this is how you know Joe is different. He's officially not my burner because he does have his own opinion, which he's perfectly entitled to have. So, yeah, by the way, Joe, did you have fun at the Blue Jays game this weekend? How was the Jays shop? Because it looked phenomenal. I wish I could get one of those satin jackets, but I know they sold out like first day. Those things were phenomenal. Plus, it's like Georgia where it's always hot, so I'm never going to be able to wear a satin jacket. But
I'm trying to see if there's anything else.
Well, nothing's stopping you from wearing it. You still wear it.
Well, put it this way: if I had your income, maybe I would have bought one. But like, I don't have your income, so. Yeah. But there were some like cool, like inside of the jacket, there were some cool designs. But man, I know that was super exclusive because like they were Roots jackets. So like, there's, of course, with those names, there's a price tag associated with it.
Oh, absolutely.
A price tag that I can't afford or that I can't justify paying. So.
By the way, NFL news. I don't know if you guys saw this. We can't call them the Jacksonville Jaguars for 2027.
You what?
We cannot call them the Jacksonville Jaguars for 2027. Eric.
What so if they're no longer in Duval County, what are they going to shout?
I like say Duval.
Orange.
Is that what is Orlando Orange County?
I don't know. Is it Orange County? Okay.
So they're just going to shout. Oh,
and why do I know that? Because I was born there.
You were born in Orlando?
I did not know.
Yeah. I was born in Orlando.
Okay, that's making things kind of come together a little bit now.
No, I mean that still doesn't explain him, but
I mean, it kind of doesn't.
Man, y'all hating on a player, man.
No player.
Hayden, not a player. Totally kidding. Calm down, Tiger. They're going to play in Orlando. Was it at the Orange Bowl?
I don't even know what they call this. It's the Citrus Bowl Stadium, but they call it something else now. It's got a
Of course they do.
corporatized name. It's where they play like 3 bowls, 3 or 4 bowl games in a row.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, there's nowhere else in Florida they could really play outside of a college stadium.
Why don't you just move full time to London already? Will you? Just move full time to London.
That would have been the experiment right there. Is like, we're going to have you be a London team for a year and play all your home games in London and just send a different team over those weeks. Yeah, absolutely.
Why not?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the two most popular teams probably arguably in London are the Jaguars and the 49ers.
Right.
So, like, they're arguably the most popular teams. Having been over there, like, as much time as I have been, like, they've established a fan base there. I mean, they are supporters clubs for Jacksonville Jaguars football over there.
I mean, that's where Shad Khan came from too, right? And that kind of, we're not from, but
that's where
where he built a lot of his wealth.
Well, he's invested a lot of resources to try to make them London's team for sure. I mean, he's, and
he has a lot of connection to London, I guess is what I was getting at.
Well, and what he hasn't done, his son Tony has done.
Right.
They're always pushing for London. I mean,
yeah.
Shoot. Of course, as many times as they play over there, you'd think the Atlanta Falcons would get some traction, but then I remember they're the Falcons. So
I know the Browns got they got something with Italy now.
Well, listen, I do have a legit thing to say about the Cleveland Browns, though.
Oh God.
Shedeur Sanders, get your weight. He got that weight up, man. Did you see him benching the other day?
No.
He was benching like 250. I mean, he was like, which is not easy to do, but like he was throwing that weight up. I was like, good for you, Shedeur.
Well, how about his new coach doing the most Cleveland thing today?
Bro, come on.
That was
I didn't even see.
Dude missed the coach's picture.
And you know why
he was getting a haircut for the coach's picture.
Love Todd Monken. Love Todd.
What, did you not know what the timing was? Could you not got a haircut yesterday? What? I mean, come on.
But he looks good, doesn't he?
Yeah, sitting there by himself, leaning up against the wall because he wasn't at the photo shoot.
You aren't going to be complaining with that Supercuts haircut that he just got. You know that he was looking good. That Supercuts haircut that he just invested in. Do you know Todd Monken is a Supercuts guy or a Great Clips guy?
Who gives a shit? You should have been there for your damn picture. Also, this is what I was talking about. The Cleveland Browns are excited to announce that they have been granted marketing rights in Italy. The Jacksonville Mudbugs. What's
the connection to Italy?
Through the NFL Global Markets Program, we are eager to connect with the Italian community, support American football development from youth to elite levels, and grow the Browns' global fan base. What, you just want them to be disappointed?
I was like, what did Italy do wrong that they got the Browns?
Todd Monken speaks fluent Italian.
Yeah, so I got to tell you a little story. So yesterday, as a Browns fan, I'm a realistic Browns fan, right? I know that they're gonna suck. It's just that's how it is. So there is this kid he's from Cleveland, right? He was born in Cleveland, Browns fan and everything. He was like, "Oh, be honest with do you honestly believe the Browns are gonna suck this year?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they 100% are." He's like, "I don't believe that." I'm like, what year were you born? And he goes, 2006. I'm like, come back when you're a little bit older. I've been at this since 99, son. We got Bottlegate, for God's sakes. The reason why the NFL banned glass bottles was because of the Cleveland Browns. So come on. This is how this is what we do. So the NFL has the power to say no Browns. You can't advertise in Italy. Sounds weird. I don't know, Zach. I don't know, man. That's just how it goes, brother. I can't make this stuff up, guys. The Cleveland Browns. I just can't make this stuff up, guys. I cannot make this stuff up. All right. Is there anything else that we've missed tonight? Tonight's actually been a pretty light night for anything.
I threw out to you guys in our chat real quick. What'd y'all think of that the Ohtani Cup thing, the whole controversy with that drink cup? And then I saw, if you'll pull up Ed, MLB posted today the new Dodger burger. The burger sounds fantastic. What is LA doing? They're just doing LA things, just charging an ass load of money for stuff. Now, when the cup thing came out, there was a lot of reports that it was for like one game or whatever. They at least made it So yeah, you could bring it back all season long, free soda. I mean, if you drink soda and you go to you got season tickets, it's a deal.
Yeah, it is.
No doubt that's a deal.
Bro, how many times are you gonna remember that they're gonna?
Oh, if you're a regular Dodgers fan, you spend $68, $70 on a cup, you're gonna bring that fucking cup every time.
Oh,
You know?
I know I would. And let me tell you this: I've been drinking like 7 cups of soda a game.
That's right.
You know,
But like I'm gonna
The
bust
whole
their
family's gonna be drinking that sucker.
Patrick's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna bust their whole Coca-Cola budget.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna bust my budget on like those straws from the dollar store, and we're all gonna have a straw to make sure we get some of that soda, man.
Usher's gonna come around
you're
and be
not-
like, sorry, you can only have
Is this
one
what you're
straw.
talking about?
No, but that's cool too.
But
That's what I was-
Eric is talking about this.
Eric was talking about that earlier. Now that sounds actually pretty good too.
Yeah. Hey Joe,
Ice cream chicken.
what do we do with the Jays? We do Looney Dog night. That's what we do.
Now
Looney
this sounds pretty legit too. Looks like fried chicken, tastes like ice
Listen,
cream.
One of my dream baseball trips is to go with Joe Sheeds to a Blue Jays game for Looney Dog night.
If you go to MLB's Twitter page, Ed, they have the lunchbox burger from the Dodgers. It comes in a metal lunchbox.
Get the fuck out of here.
You can bring full pizzas into Sky Dome, Joe. Love that. Does that mean we're gonna get pizza and take it into the stadium, Joe?
Let me take a look here.
Yeah, Zach. I told Donnie the other day, 75 for the Otani Cup is like his thing.
No. Now, if I was a season ticket holder and my team did something similar, and I drink soda all the time, that's okay. I might do that.
Not the one Diet Coke that you drink a year.
Right.
Yeah. You know who wouldn't do that? Who would be the least likely? Eric Prophet, because he doesn't drink soda.
And when did they post that about the damn burger? They got so much shit
Yeah.
on there. There you go. That's it.
I know my Eric Prophet trivia.
This is a very like Korean Asian thing to do.
That's a
Is that
good
Is that
burger.
supposed to be a bento box or just a lunch box?
It's a
That's
lunch
a lunchbox. Bento box are different, homie.
You
Oh,
have the
I'm aware of
description.
that. I'm aware that they're different. I'm just saying, I didn't know if when you open it up, if it was like compartmentalized, like a bento box would be.
No, I doubt it. This is just
Does it say there? This doesn't show it on the screen. Does it show you what the burger combination is? Because it sounded pretty good when I saw it on there earlier.
What'd you guys think?
Yeah,
of
right
the-
there.
burger features grilled beef patty, melted pepper jack cheese, peanut butter, grape jelly, candied sriracha bacon, and crispy
Ooh.
bacon.
Ooh.
That sounds like a burger that I could just dive into right there.
I'm
That's
sorry,
fantastic.
come again. Peanut butter and jelly
Yep.
with the burger.
Yep.
Have you ever had peanut butter on a hamburger?
I've
No.
had peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, I've
Bad
had peanut butter on a
Uncrustables.
hamburger. And don't knock it till you try it. I had
I'm not knocking it. I'm just asking a question.
no, you're knocking it. No.
Between this and the s'mores twist thing that the Padres have, why didn't these teams have these things last year? Because I went to both places.
What about the brisket brownie you guys one of you shared? You know,
Oh yeah, I saw that too. That sounds pretty good. I'd like to
But,
try
you
it.
know,
How about this one?
learn
from
with some
the
of these
Rockies?
combos to not knock it until you try it.
How about this one?
This was who was it that did this? I just saw this yesterday. Oh, Rockies in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Rockies.
It was like because we were saying before we went on air, like what's that guy on TikTok, that Nat King Cole guy or whatever it was that has the
I'm sorry.
Yes,
You
the-
do not mix Nat King Cole with a social media guy. Don't you ever do that again.
Nat King Cole's a
No.
legend, man. I love
Yeah,
Nat
don't.
King
Yeah.
Cole.
Mm-mm. Anyways, listen.
Stay in your lane, Patrick.
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, stop trying to give me unwarranted advice.
Benny, it's Benny. These donuts are covered in garlic butter. Whew, got me there. Grated Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, marinara sauce, pesto sauce, and Italian seasoning. It's a donut.
Yeah,
It's a
I'll go with
donut.
my classic donut, but I would try that though.
Yoshi all over the place now. Like they're making a
Wait, Masato Yoshii or Yoshi?
no Yoshi.
Okay.
What about this, guys? Alcohol with cold foam and cookie crisps.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto is what they're saying.
What?
Yeah. Also, the movie from Mario Brothers.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Pizza Hut here has a special pizza with hot dogs in the crust. Uh-oh.
Hey,
Dang.
Joe, do you know where Pizza Hut was invented and started?
Here we go.
Not in Toronto.
Lexington, South Carolina.
I mean, that's where it was purchased after they sold
Got
it for
it.
millions.
Mr.
Got
Hashtag Visit Wichita.
Yes, sir.
There's the New York
Oh.
Junkies.
I'm not knocking it. You do a good job of it.
Thanks. I don't work for them, though.
Yeah, don't worry. He just
They work
knocks
for
me off
you.
the top. I said,
That's
all
right.
he does is insult me. He's not going to insult you, Prophet.
You're
Donnie,
not
how much
wrong,
are they
buddy.
paying? They're charging for this $75 for these little things right here.
Dumpling shots.
That looks pretty good there. I have
Yup.
no idea.
Brooklyn.
I don't know how much they're charging for that burger in the lunchbox. No, there was nothing that said how much it was.
There isn't.
I think somebody said that there
This
was
is such a New York thing.
they wanted to defer payments on that burger lunchbox for 6 years if they could.
Yeah, no shit. This is
That
such a New
does.
York thing for pasta.
Mm-hmm. The hell?
You don't know what this is.
Don't even
Lobster
know what that
roll.
is. Lobster roll? Okay.
Yeah.
In New
Is that
York?
with Hawaiian?
God,
Is that with
that's not a
Hawaiian
New York-
King's
Austin.
Hawaiian?
That is a Boston thing. That's not a New York thing.
I might get that.
This?
This looks fantastic.
No. The lobster roll thing. That.
I can't do lobster.
I love lobster. Joe, that looks unreal, by the way.
Look at this thing.
Look at the Yankees trying to do expensive, fancy stuff.
This is this right here will cost you $150.
Is that it? I thought it was probably a couple hundred.
So
That actually looked good right there.
speaking of the Yankees, I'll tell you a real quick story. My brother, my youngest brother, Edwin, called me today. He's getting married. He proposed to his girlfriend about I don't know, maybe a month ago. And
Hey, it's because I showed his baseball card. Big Christmas,
go.
baby.
so he calls me today, and he and my brother Adrian, which you guys met Adrian in California
Adrian.
last year, he's planning on a little bachelor trip. And Edwin's ultimate bachelor trip, if he ever got married, was for me and him and Adrian to go to Cooperstown. So we're going to start working on a trip for that with a few other bros and make a long weekend and go to tentatively right now. He's trying to figure out how it's all going to work together. If we can get a weekend to work it in Cooperstown, Atlantic City, and maybe a Yankees game.
There you go. Don't buy a lobster roll at Fenway. They're overpriced and probably spend hours on the steam table.
No, I mean, and for me to get local food, I want to go to a place that's famous for it, and then it's like
not a
dedicated to that, not a ballpark.
Well, unless
Look
it's
at
the
this
garlic
thing.
fries in
Unless
San
it's a
Francisco.
unique ballpark item, unless it's something that
Right.
you can only get in the ballpark, that's different.
Yeah.
But
Eric, look at this thing.
what is that? Is that Nutter Butter?
Brownie right here on this one.
Hey, Donnie, you want to get this?
What's that?
Devil rays.
Whatever this is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting what you're talking about. Yeah, when we go down,
We're going, Donnie.
I know.
So
I was looking at
maybe
the
if,
comments. I thought there was something in the comments I missed.
Maybe
Sorry.
if Zach Beeson goes with you, he'll try to eat it all by himself. You know.
Oh, Zach couldn't polish off the screamer like I did.
You
like
also
a
didn't have a pineapple teriyaki bowl.
We don't need all the details.
We
you know?
do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you don't have to try to make yourself a hero.
You got to start with the screamer. That's his problem. He didn't.
Well,
start
he
with
didn't
the screamer.
realize that he forgot that there was a whole layer of like a big sheet of brownie at the bottom.
Yep.
And so when he finally got to it, he's like,
Oh shit, I fucked up.
And
so
that
he's
stuff
like,
after the ice
I got to
cream
get out.
melts and is
So
soaked in.
he started walking the concourse to try to get through it and still couldn't.
Well, he's a stick too, and I'm not. So.
Man,
Tommy
big
John
shout out,
surgery?
big shout out to Big Christmas, man.
I got shot therapy again, dude, and it's like my shoulder's been killing me.
Lynn, where's Gang?
Think that comment might have been for Cooperstown, maybe. When I mentioned that, she threw that out there. So
I got one final topic for you guys here, and I want to know your opinion on this because this is I think this is super crazy to me. Ready?
Oh,
This
Cole
kid has
Emerson
not played a
time.
single major league game.
Yeah.
And he signed an 8 years, $95 million contract.
And the Brewers just did that with one of their prospects the day before. Not for this amount, but Jackson Churio got a very similar deal doing this.
With incentives, this thing can go up to as much as 130.
Yep.
I mean, if the kid lives up to it, that's a absolutely friendly deal. Yeah.
So
it's a risk.
He played for the Arkansas Travelers last year, and my son got his autograph. So is that autograph baseball going way up now in price?
It better be.
Probably.
Sure. Isn't he the number, Eric, isn't he the number 6 prospect or something like that?
I mean, he was number 6 uniform wise, but yeah.
I thought he was like the number 6 prospect.
I think he's the top Travelers or Mariners prospect. But yeah, he came here, and so I told my son, I was like, get his autograph.
Good for him to get it, because dude's about to got paid.
Yeah.
You know, his teammates are like, you're buying for the rest of the season, right? I guess the Mariners didn't learn after doing this the very thing to Jerry Kelenic.
Good point. Yeah.
Valid point.
Zach, to your point, after Jared Kelenic got that contract, I watched him play several games for the Gwinnett Stripers after he got demoted by Atlanta.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, he played but he's a AAA player.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that until they've proved anything in the majors.
Give me a game or two. Like, give me a series. Like, let me see what some of the things that you got. But like, you haven't even played any game, any inning, nothing in the majors, and you're like, oh yeah, we're going to sign him to an 8-year, $95 million contract because we saw him at the Travelers game, and we saw him in spring training. Like, what? Again, like Donnie said, if this can pay dividends to this team, right? Like, I mean, if he turns out to be like one hell of a player, the Mariners just got really lucky with just only paying $95 million.
It's a great contract, Anthony Rendon.
A lot of people were talking like, oh, there he goes again into the IL. I'm like, well, that was actually already set up to happen anyway. So like, you couldn't say, there he goes again.
Where is Anthony Rendon right now?
Retired, counting his money,
yeah,
chilling, living the life.
Yeah, John Singleton did get a big contract. I remember that too for Houston. Yeah.
So it's just,
and John Singleton,
I'm just very eerie of making these things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then there's people that pan out with it for the most part. Like Ozzie Albies has been on a great contract for the Braves. And if he hadn't gotten hurt, Acuna would have been a good one. But I mean, his is sort of up in the air with all the injuries he's had.
Right.
Season enders, but both of them are on the Braves were doing this. The Brewers do it. Like Churio is looking like a pretty good deal right now for the Brewers. And then they just signed another one of their top prospects. I think it was Monday.
Hello? Is it your sister? Okay, cool. Sorry. Hello, guys.
Uh-oh.
No, sorry. Yeah, on the 60-day IL. Yeah, he is. He went on a 60-day IL. So, listen, Rendon is Rendon, right? Like, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Strasburg.
Yeah. He had some success, though, before he got injured. Really bad.
Injuries is what took him out.
It just kept, he could never come back from them once he started having them. It just ongoing.
Yeah. It just kept going and going and going.
And the thing is, when they first gave him the contract, they were overprotective of him, and maybe they were the ones that actually knew what
kind of screwed him up.
Yeah, because everybody's like, just let him play. What are you doing? You can't pay him this kind of money and not pitch him.
And then he got there.
And then when he started getting hurt, it's like, well, maybe they kind of knew what was up ahead of time.
They were just trying to prevent him from like getting injured too much. And whoopsie. Look at Chris Bryant on the Rockies. Well, he was already an established major leaguer, right, Lynn?
Yeah.
So that's a little different. That's like that goes to the same level as Anthony Rendon. He got a great contract for him. It's just that injuries have kept him off the field.
Yeah,
because I remember Chris Bryant with the Cubs. This dude was killing it with the Cubs.
Yeah.
And so the problem is he went to the Rockies. The Rockies is where you go and retire. So, all right, we got about 5 minutes here, boys and girls. Is there anything that we missed, not missed, everything that we have not discussed tonight?
Columbus Blue Jackets are wearing the sweetest jerseys.
Where are they playing right now?
Carolina.
And it doesn't matter.
And Carolina has got, I mean, I like that white Carolina one with the black and red.
Yeah, that's right. They actually do have it.
The one with the cannon on the front. That's
a cool one. Yeah, I like that. I honestly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carolina just took a 3-2 lead here with about 7 minutes to go in the third.
Carolina, they're just trying to solidify their position for the playoffs. Yeah. Who needs to be losing, and correct me if I'm wrong on this one, Patrick, is the Toronto Maple Leafs. So the Toronto Maple Leafs need to lose because if they get a top 5, bottom 5 technically, on top 5 in the draft, that draft pick is protected, and therefore they cannot trade that one to Boston. Boston then gets the 2027 pick. So it behooves the Toronto Maple Leafs to lose as many games as possible so they can stay in the top 5 of the draft.
Yep. It's one of the, it's kind of like the NHL does what like the NBA does. They kind of protect, like their certain picks are protected. There's protected picks.
Yeah.
So, So it does, you're right. It does behoove the Leafs to lose because at this point their season is lost anyway. So
right. You lost Matthews, right? So you lost Matthews for the year. So why not just not play? Really?
You lost Marner before the season.
Correct.
So
that's the hardest thing though, because the players are going to play. Players don't give a fuck. They're like,
True.
I don't want. They're like, it's not my place to get us the best draft pick or whatever. I'm going to play.
Yeah, but
the thing is, you got to figure out how you can sit the guys that you need to sit or send down guys and put the best worst lineup you can out there.
It's just wild to me.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just happy that the Ducks are in a position to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a minute. So
I'm very happy.
What was the player for the Ducks that got that took his beating last night?
Oh, that dude got his ass.
Surely the cat Gaffney.
He what is it? He knocked somebody out for the season.
Matthews.
It's like, okay, yeah, he's got to take his medicine. It's like, all right, you got to pay up.
He fought twice, dude. This dude was fighting like every 5 minutes. I'm like, bro, Jesus, leave the guy alone. Yeah. He did hold his own though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so he was holding his own on that one. Patrick, I'm still not sure what the Ducks were doing last night. I didn't watch it last night. So.
Trust me, I don't know either. Still happy that they're in a position though.
There it is. Eric, what you got going on for your podcast this week, my friend?
For Johnny and I and the Earn Fun Average podcast tomorrow, we speak with Matty Holman. He is the brand new on-field manager for the Jackson Rockabillies out of the Prospect League. So check out that episode with their on-field manager, Matty Holman.
Cool. All right, Mr. Prospector.
This week we're going back in time to the town of Pulaski, Virginia, and this is going to be a part of a multi-team series, but this week we're talking, since in honor of opening day of Major League Baseball, I want to do something Blue Jays themed. So we're going to be talking about the Pulaski Blue Jays.
Nice. Mr. Mayor.
Hopefully, if my plans work out right, tomorrow night, Fireflies have a Meet the Players event from 5 to 7 at the field. Get in there, watch batting practice, get some ballpark food, and get autographs of all the players. And then Thursday night at one of the local
VIP event. Shocker.
It's open to the public. You gotta let the riffraff enjoy something every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, there's a bar downtown that is going to be the official bar of the Fireflies this year. They're going to televise all of the Fireflies games. So they're going to have a watch party on Thursday night for the Fireflies game 1 in Hickory.
That's cool.
I'm going to try to maybe go down there and catch some of that a little bit too.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, Rhonda wasn't up for driving to Hickory on Thursday night since we're headed to Florida Friday morning to go on a cruise. So,
Of course you are.
I was like, it's only a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive.
You're headed on a cruise?
Yeah, we'll be on a cruise next week. So,
as far as Dad Hat Chronicles, nothing yet.
Wow.
I'm tired. So, I'm stressed
We
the hell out
all
with
are.
work. With work, it's stressing me out. So
It's work. Who cares?
Yeah, when you got to pay bills, you care.
I pay bills just fine.
dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah, I'm good.
Also, don't all these players love when a 90-year-old grandpa comes, can I get your autograph? Also, our team dinner, meet the team dinner was tonight, but I didn't go because my son had games. But it was just for season ticket holders, so we don't let the riffraff in.
The riffraff are not allowed for that.
Nope. But my good friend Donnie, that goes, her and her parents go to the games. She said there's a specialty hot dog each homestand. So there's like a Tumbavaca's one and one for like all the identities. I'm not sure what they are, but specialty hot dogs. So I'll have to check those out this season.
Okay, there you go. Well, everybody, make sure you guys joining us on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Our producer will be here with us. We are going to be going over the rankings of the Eastern League. So we stay tuned for that and anything else that pops up as far as like any sports related, baseball for the most part. Hey, Phil.
Phil popping in here at the last second.
There you go, at the very last minute there. But hey, listen, thank you for joining us. Make sure you guys are joining us each and every single night. These guys are on social media, Threads, Blue Sky, Twitter, TikTok for Donnie and I, Instagram, and then of course hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. It does help the algorithm, guys, so make sure you do that, and we will see you guys in the next one. Okay.